Well, welcome back, my fantastic, artistic, numismatic friends, to another episode of Painting with MasterTemple. No, it's not. It's the Treasures channel you'll be seeing this on. But whatever we call ourselves nowadays, okay. This has taken so long. Right, so a couple of months back, I asked you guys to leave me a couple of questions to answer, and I thought I've got a couple of minutes spare. I'll do it now. All right, so. Let's answer those questions. Now, it wasn't a giveaway, so I won't be reading out the congratulations or good looks or blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna crack on and try and read the question, and I'm gonna try and answer it as honestly and as openly as I possibly can. All right, and I thank you all for doing that. All right, so let's get on with it, shall we? Mr. and Mrs. Snappy, long-term subscribers to both my channels, the Painting and the Treasures channel. They say, when I was a child, I ate sugar sandwiches. What was your strange sandwich? My strange sandwich now. Good foodie question to start with. Right, when I was about 15, I did a bit of work experience as in the forces to go see what it would be like as a soldier. And the sergeant major absolutely drilled us into the ground. He made us climb assault courses and dig trenches and throw fake hand grenades at each other. It were fantastic, but we were absolutely exhausted. By the time we got to the mess room, there's lots of food there. I remember there being lots of food there, and I went up and I got, like an apple and other bits and pieces of, some stuff in a dish. But I went up for seconds, and the only things that were left was bread and brown sauce. And I had a brown sauce, an HP sauce sandwich, and it tasted absolutely amazing. And I still remember that taste. Nowadays, I like to have an HP brown sauce sandwich, but I usually like a stone of bacon. A good couple of pound of bacon in between the bread. But and I also have had sugar sarnies, sugar butties, as I have some Welsh descendants that used to love those, if memory serves me right. But yeah, cracking starter, Mr. and Mrs. Snappy. Okay, the legendary Coin Cupboard. He says, "Nice to see you getting an award from the Queen. You deserve it." Anyhow, what do you think about the Diversity 50p? Now, the Diversity 50p, as a 50p, it's in circulation, it's a commemorative, so it's brilliant. Little on the eye mintage side. The design wise, again, the jury's out on that one. I'm an artist, and I prefer not to comment on other people's work, but other coin collectors can comment on it if they so wish. What does it mean? I think it's fantastic. We're a diverse culture. It's brilliant for that on that take of things. But yeah, I like it, but it's too high minted. I like the message, but again, it's too high minted. And he also says, "Are you good at singing?" Andy, specifically opera. No, I'm shit! So I hope that answers your question, Coin Cupboard. I'm shit. Alright, I will bleep those out. Judes! She says, "I've seen a lot of different people celebrated on coins, but I'm not aware of any British painters. Which painter would you like to see celebrated on a coin?" Just a minute. Let's get it. Where is it? I've got that one up there. I've got that one there. This one down here, that's drying. What about me on a coin? I think I got a ton over there. This one here, they're all drying. They're all dry now. What about me being on a coin? I'd love to be on a coin, but I may have to kick the can first. But in answer to your question, Jude, seriously, Turner is one of my idols. I like Turner to be on a coin, but thinking about it now, what about a series of artists on coins, like the music legends, but artists, UK, British artists on coins, not the portrait of the person, but the work, and yes, that will get the image, it will get some information out there. I'm sure it would, to up and coming artists, up and coming coin collectors. The coins are really great propaganda pieces, really, where you can you put a message on a coin, it's out there, and everybody needs it, everybody uses it. So yeah, get the artists on coins. But going back to your question, I've gone off, and I've really gone off course there. But in answer to your question, I would say Turner. Larry's a good one as well, but Turner is mild. And I once did a painting on on the Master Paints the Masters. We did about 4 or 5 different paintings of artists' work. And it's still on this channel if you want to have a look for it. It's up there, I did one of Turner's paintings. Anyhow, stop rambling on. It's going to take hours, this. Smithby 7890, okay, asks food-wise, another foodie question, okay. Food-wise, what is your guilty pleasure? Food-wise, what is your guilty pleasure? Now, despite the size of me, I don't eat that much. I do like a little swill every now and again, but I don't eat that much. My guilty pleasure. Now, here we go. So you're going to think I'm barking mad here, right? And I've said this in some forums, okay? I like beef, and I like beef crisps. I like roast beef. I like beef jerky, but I also like biscuits. But you can never find a beef flavoured biscuit. So how about beef biscuits? Now, the only place I can find beef flavoured biscuits, as if I dip my hand into Old Shep's dry dog food and pull out a beef biscuit. And I told you I was barking mad. All right, it's this hat. It's too tight. Let's take it off. Keep with me. Stay with me. Beef biscuits. It makes sense, folks. It makes sense. If Mr. Walker's out there is wanting something, beef biscuits is the future. Okay. Oh man. Right, J-Lo. Okay. This is a coin question, folks. Should the Royal Mint continue to bombard us with £2 and 50p releases that are not circulated coins? As a completionist, I cannot not buy them, but it's starting to get a little out of hand. What's your thoughts? Well, to that question, what I want to know, people who are watching this, what are your thoughts? But my personal thoughts is, yes, it is getting a little out of hand. There's nothing more thrilling than actually going out there and finding a coin in circulation, paying 50p for a 50p that you can go away and research and feeling it, and like Coin Patrol says, it's what a coin is meant to do. Go and buy something with it and getting change. These coins that you get in packs, brilliant, they look amazing, they're in your collection, you've got it, you've ticked it off, but they're not coins, are they really? They're just tokens with 50p or £2 or £5 written on them. I think it is getting a little out of hand, to be honest. When I started coin collecting, I think the Snowman was the only 2018 Snowman was the only 50p that had not gone into circulation commemorative wise. There's obviously a couple of sets earlier on in the that decade or so, but the Snowman was the only one, and now we've got like about 40 or so that are not circulated, which is bonkers. And it does cost. It costs an absolute fortune, and Britain needs a pay rise. We can't afford to keep buying them. We cannot afford to keep buying them. I'm sure of it. But yeah, absolutely, J-Lo. Right, let's have a look at some more questions. The Ginger Collector, right? He said, I met Ginger Collector down at the Royal Mint. Good guy. And he says, if you could go to any country for a day at any period of time in history to find coins in use at that time, where would you choose to go and when? Let's think about this. Now, I would like to go. I mean, a lot of people have said in these kind of similar questions, 2009, ideal time. You know, get the cube, get the Blue Peter coin, you know, and all that. But I think after that, I think the diversity of coins that we had in 2014, 2015 was possibly the best time in coin collecting. Now hear me out now. If we had the Kew Garden, coin collecting wasn't as popular, YouTube wasn't as popular, coin tubing certainly wasn't as popular as what it is now. Back in 2015, we also had the round pound with the 20 odd different designs on there as well to find. So we had the £2, we had the £1, we had the 50p's, with the scarce 50p's with the Kew Garden out there. So possibly that. I probably wouldn't like to go back to medieval times and try and find a silver groat or anything like that, because I'll probably get me ears chopped off or something like that. Though back in medieval times my ancestors were Knights Templar, so you never know. So yeah, I'd like to go back to 2015 Britain. I think that was the height of coin collecting, and that you know, it's gone on and on and on, and it's exploded and everything. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. What's your thoughts, guys? What's your thoughts? Right, let's take another question. Northeast Coins, okay. Northeast Coins, good blog, Dave Neck. Dave Neck, do you think you would ever do a painting live and take requests for ideas on what to add to the painting as you do it? It's a daft idea, but do you think it would work? I love daft ideas. The dafter ideas, the better. And it's not a daft idea. So from what I think you're saying, Dave Neck, is that I've got the live stream up, I'm starting to paint, and then you guys on the other end of the computer screen will say paint a pink sky, and I paint a pink sky, and then you'll say paint a green mountain, I paint a green mountain, blah 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 blah, and at the end of it you've told me what to paint, I've painted it, we've got a big painting. I think that could work. That's not a daft idea, that's an absolutely amazing idea. And one day when the painting channel's a little bit more grown up and a little bit up there, I think that could fly. I think that's not a bad idea. It's definitely not a daft idea, Dave Neck. So thank you for that. Yeah, and that's one for the memory bank for future. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Okay, Eddie Beck. Now let me just take a little swill when I read this question. Eddie Beck says, would you buy a Kew Gardens to fill your book? Would I buy one? Right, so Eddie, I have actually bought a Kew Gardens to fill a book prior to making channels, and it was damaged. And I have a video on that, and that will pop up somewhere in the corner, depending on what device you're watching it on. But I think the video was called "Who Would Cue This?" and it was damaged. And I remember watching it on eBay. Buy it now was 60 quid, and I'd put something down like 25 quid down on it, but then I'd been outbid, and this was going back into 2018 when I started collecting, and I thought, I've got to have it. I ain't got a queue, I've got to have it. And I I bought it for 60 quid, but I could not get it sent to me. I had to go and pick it up, so I had to go to Hull to pick it up from a young family. And this young family worked in a shop, and they were basically till raiding and in the shop and getting all the coins, and they had absolutely stacks of coins. They had, I remember them having judo and a couple of freesia flowers, and they had the lot, and I only came away with a queue, and 60 quid for a coin. And when you're married to a non-coin collector, that's a lot of shoes at the back of your head, you know, boy. So, you know, but it filled that space. And a few months later, I found a Kew garden in the wild, and I went wild. I went mental at that as well. And I had to give that Kew garden that I bought for 60 quid to my son for his book, you know. And it paid me to do it, but I did it, and it's still there, bless him. He hadn't spent it on fish and chips or out like that. But would I buy one now? No, they're too much. They're far too much. You know, you can still find them. That it's extremely hard, but you can still find them. So, but that's me now. I've got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. Would I buy one now? No. But if I didn't have one, it would be avenues I would definitely be going down, definitely. So I hope that answers your question, Eddie. Alright, Tetris Lover says, would you prefer painting or coin collecting, and why? It's a bit of a tricky one, that. Would I prefer? That's like trying to pick your favourite children, you know, favourite child out of a group of 3 or 4 of them, you know. They both bring different things to my personal party, my personal life. Coin collecting, there's nothing better than turning over a coin and it being the one that you need for a book, or going to a shop and saying, have you got any change? And they're getting it all out and they're showing you, yo, that's amazing, I'll have that one, you know, and you're getting it for face value. There's nothing that, there's a really good feeling there for a coin collector. Painting wise, I love just, not on the YouTube, right? Because that's all done quickly and it's done for you guys that like watching the painting videos. But sometimes I just like to shut the studio and just be lost in the canvas, and it takes me places that are not here, you know, that are far away, and I'm thinking about it and I'm just losing myself, and it's like getting lost in a good song, getting lost in a good painting. And so that's a difficult question. Which one would I prefer? Well, I was a painter prior to coin collecting, but coin collecting does give you that instant body buzz, doesn't it? You know, so I don't know. It's pick your favourite kid, innit? You know, so for time, you know. Alright, we'll have one more and then we'll end it for today, and then we'll come back again and talk some more over. Okay, so Brian Rust, he says, what's this question? Brian says, Master Dan, more and more exoplanets are being found every day, way over 2,000 now. Do you believe in life in other worlds? I've got to believe in life in this world first, you know, man. You know, yes, I believe that there is other things out there. I do love stargazing, the constellations, looking at you know, comets, and I like shooting stars and stuff like that. And we are not alone, definitely, absolutely not. We are not alone. There is, there's definitely life out there. Whether we can find it or it can find us, oh well, no. Eventually it will happen, eventually. But for now, we've just got to believe, haven't we? And if we don't believe, then we're stagnant. So we've got to believe that there is life up there. And who knows? They may be doing great paintings up there. They may be doing good coin videos up there. Who knows? They may get asked crazy questions, and they may be dressed in a silly looking shirt answering questions for you. But anyhow, I'm going to leave it there for now for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you come back to the next one. And until next time, you take care of yourself, stay safe, and as always, have the an happy day. I see thee.